Welcome to New River Weekly. I'm Andy Markey. We are getting ready to preview this week's race for the Carolina Pro Late Model Series. I've got George Phillips here. He's going to be competing this weekend. That's where we're going to start right off with George Phillips, driver of the number 6 car. He drives for Brandon Setzer Racing. This is a team that's had a lot of success at Pro Late Model and Super Late Model Racing. I know you've been racing with them in the car store some. Ran out at Southern National a couple months ago. You've been running in the Pro Series as well. You get to run at Northborough any?
Yes, I did. It was a ton of fun. But now I'm here at New River American Speedway, which I love this track, and I can't wait to have a ton of fun here.
All right. So, talking about Brandon Setzer, that's one of the best you can have to work with. He's got a lot of wins in these type of cars. He's got a lot of super late model success. What's that been like to work with him?
Oh, it's been amazing to work with him. He's very good, taught me a ton. And now we were out front at Orange County and Dillon, and it was a lot of fun.
All right. Hold just a second. All right, welcome back to New River Weekly. Trying this again here, previewing the Carolina Pro Late Model Series. So once again here with George Phillips. Before we had the technical issue there, what we were talking about Brandon Setzer. He's got a lot of wins. He's got wins at places like Hickory and all over in a super late model. And working with him, you're getting a lot of great experience there.
Yes, I really am, and he's been really good. He's been teaching me a lot and telling me what to do, and it's been really great.
So you've got the wins out here. You've got the success here in a legend car. How much confidence does that give you heading into this weekend?
Well, I know now, since I know the track, I feel pretty confident about this weekend, and I hope to have a really great weekend. And my team has been doing a really good job in the shop preparing the car.
And some of the drivers you're going to be racing with, you're going to have some familiar company. Chase Singletary has been, he's been a frequent competitor in legends out here as well as in the Pro Late Model. So you got that along with a lot of these other guys here, Beckham Malone, Tristan McKee, and Chase Singletary, all going to be coming up on our podcast here. You got a lot of familiarity with these guys.
Yes, sir, I do. I've raced with them. They're really good, and hope to see what we can do.
All right. Really looking forward to seeing you back out here at the track. George Phillips from Charlotte, North Carolina. You got any sponsors you want to thank?
Yes, I do. I got Ross and Whitmer, the Racing Warehouse, and Simpson Racing Products.
When did you begin racing?
When did I begin racing? I began racing when I was 6 years old at NCQMA quarter midgets.
And then moved on up into legends and now into the Pro Late Model. What's next for you?
Yes, sir. Next for me will probably be some more late model racing, maybe some super late model racing after this.
Got your eyes down the road on things like NASCAR or ARCA or anything like that?
Oh, yes, sir. NASCAR has always been my dream to do and always been my main goal to go to.
All right. That's George Phillips. Thanks, man, and good luck this weekend.
Thank
you.
you.
We're definitely going to be keeping our eye on you and know you got a lot of people out here rooting for you.
Thank you.
So as we mentioned, we've got the Carolina Pro Late Model Series coming up. Here's a little bit preview of what's to come.
Friday, June 2nd, it's the Angry Ginger 207 at New River All-American Speedway, featuring the Carolina Pro Late Model Series and the Carolina Crate Modified, plus bombers and champ cars. Experience the breathtaking action as the stars of tomorrow battle under the lights on a Friday night. General admission tickets just $10. Kids 5 and under get in free, and trackside parking is available. For more information, visit NewRiverSpeedway.com. New River All-American Speedway, 4744 Richlands Highway, Jacksonville.
And I'm joined now by 11-year-old Becca Malone from Rock Hill, South Carolina. That's, man, we got some young drivers in this Carolina Pro Late Model Series. Beckham, first of all, the series, I assume you've been running it most of the season, all season, is that correct?
Yes. Yes, sir.
What's this been like? And what were you racing before you came into the Pro Late Models?
Before I came in the Pro Late Models, I was running my 600 Micro and my Bando before I came into the Pro Late Models.
What's the adjustment been like going from those to these bigger, heavier, faster cars?
It's been, don't know how to say that, but it's been a big accomplishment.
All right. I'm sure it's been a lot of fun too, right? That's the name of the game. Expectations for Saturday?
Yeah. I really just hope I can get up there in top 5. We haven't had a whole lot of top 5 finishes this season, so I'm just hoping for a good finish.
All right. And you've gotten a chance to look at the track. This is, I assume you do a lot of the iRacing. That's what the kids are into. Am I correct with that? You guys do the iRacing. This track's not on iRacing. There's no iRacing. There's no note package, nothing to prepare you for this. And you take a look at this track and its unique shape. How challenging is this? And how much are you looking forward to racing at this track?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to racing here. It looks like a pretty fun track. And, yeah.
All right, that is Becca Malone from Rock Hill, South Carolina, driving for his own race team. And we've got Tristan McKee here with us as well. Thank you for coming on. Hey, Beckham, good luck, man. Good to meet you. Good luck. We've got Tristan McKee. This is a driver that many of you in this area are going to be familiar with. Tristan has 2 wins here in a Super Truck. Last year during the Atlantic Turfscape Super Truck Series, he was driving for Jody Mesemer when he picked up those victories. And he's also got late model wins out at Orange County Speedway up in Rougemont, North Carolina. Races somewhat regularly out at Carteret County Speedway. Unfortunately, the reason you have not seen Tristan McKee out here is, well, he is 12 years old, and under NASCAR rules, in order to compete in a NASCAR-sanctioned late model race, he'd have to be 14 years old. So we wanted to get that. That's why he's not been out here. I know you're excited to be back at this track, though. You've had some success here.
Yeah, I love this track. It's really fun. The unique shape of it makes it really fun, and I'm looking forward to this Friday.
All right, and you've got the experience here at this track. Do you think that's going to give you a leg up on the competition here today?
I don't know. George has ran, legend cars here. It might give me a little bit of a head start, but I think we'll all be pretty good.
And, of course, Chase Singletary, who's not on the official series entry list, but is going to be running, and we're going to talk to him here in just a moment as well. The adjustment to these pro late models, what has this been like?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot different from the late model stocks. You just have to drive them a lot harder, let them roll harder. There's just a lot different, and my guys are also learning how to work on them compared to the late model stocks because we're used to late model stocks and haven't really messed with these pros, so we're steadily getting it.
All right, and tire management's going to be a big thing, too. I know that more horsepower in these cars uses up more tires, especially at a track like this.
Yeah, I think it'll be pretty decent because, you know, this track wears a little bit of tires. I don't think it'll be too bad, but definitely got to watch that.
All right. Well, Tristan, glad to have you back at the track with us this weekend. Good luck, man.
Yeah, thank you.
So once again, those are some of the drivers that are going to be competing in the Carolina Pro Late Model Series here. Tomorrow night, green flag's going to be at 8 o'clock. We've got a lot more to get to. We've got Chase Singletary. I spoke to him yesterday. You could read some of that story on our social media, but we've got a video here. Spoke to him yesterday. This is Chase Singletary from Burgaw, North Carolina. Here with Chase Singletary, driver of the number 75 Pro Late Model. He made a start here last year in a Pro Late Model, of course, has a ton of success at this track and in this region in legend car racing. And Chase, looking ahead this week now to the Carolina Pro Late Model Series, first time in this car in over a year. What are your expectations?
Yeah, man, we're just hoping to finish up front and have a good race all around, hopefully qualify good, and then have a good car. We got Chris Burns setting it up for us, and it's rolling around the track.
And do you think this is a race that you're going to be able to win with the caliber of competition compared to your experience and your knowledge of this track?
Well, I mean, we're for sure going to try, that's for sure. I mean, there's definitely a very big possibility since we got Chris setting this up, and we got a good car under our feet, and yeah, it's a very big possibility.
And for you, it's got to mean a lot to be at the track, and at a track that's local to you. I know you've been running out at Fayetteville a lot on the dirt track, but what, you know, with everything going on with your mom, and of course we're hoping she obviously is able to beat this battle with cancer, but to be this weekend around people who've been around you for years now and have been supportive of your entire racing career, what's this like to be back home?
Right, it's just, it doesn't get any better because we're back home racing with everybody that I've been racing with since I started, you know. I mean, you've been my person who interviewed me since I started. I mean, we've known the good years for forever, and it feels good to be back.
And again, going back to the Pro Late Model, what are the biggest, now that you've gotten more time in it since the last time you ran it, last time you ran here in it anyways, what are the biggest differences at this track in the Pro Late Model versus a legend car?
Well, I mean, to be honest, I think the legend car is a lot harder to drive than the late model, that's for sure. It's like driving a Cadillac compared to that legend car. I mean, it's just a lot more stable, and there's a lot more, I guess, wheel to asphalt.
A lot of these cup drivers that are having all this success, a lot of drivers in general, there's a lot of them running on dirt now. You've been running on dirt out at Fayetteville. How much does that dirt experience help you? I know by this time last year you hadn't really done it much.
Oh yeah, it makes a huge difference, that's for sure. I've definitely felt that it's improved my driving, and it's just, there's a lot more going on in dirt. You just gotta be watching out. You don't have mirrors and you don't have a spotter, so you have to just watch, and you have to be up on the wheel, that's for sure.
All right, I think that's it. Chase Singletary looking for another win out here. It's been a while. I don't think you have a win out here at all this year. It's been since last season.
Yeah, it's probably been, well, I mean, we haven't been doing a lot of racing on asphalt here lately, so hopefully we'll get back into the groove.
And are you running both races this weekend in the Pro Late Model?
Yep, I will be racing both races.
So you got this one, and you're going to turn right around and race the same car at a track that's very different. I mean, this place, you've got the baking, it's wide sweeping corners, lots of room to pass. You go to Carteret on Saturday, track that's completely flat, and I know you didn't have a lot of luck there last year.
Right, I mean, Yeah, that was a race, that's for sure. But we got the car fixed, and hopefully we got a little bit of redemption.
I know that would mean a lot to get a win at either place, but either here or there. But I know, out here it's been a while, so
Right.
we're glad to have you back. Chase Singletary, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, that is Chase Singletary, and we once again want to give a shout out to Stephanie Singletary. She is battling, as mentioned in that interview, she is having a battle with cancer. Stephanie, we're thinking about you. We all love you out here. We're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, and continue to pray and continuing to pray for your success. Stephanie Singletary, Chase's mom. As we continue to look ahead to this race, we've got the Carolina Crate Modifieds are going to be in action as well. Here are some of the drivers that are going to be in action. We've got Dale Ogbert from Troutman, North Carolina, Cody Norman from Louisville, North Carolina, Daniel Ruprecht, Brian Weber, who's had success in this series, Josh and Dean Lauder, both running in as Josh was, of course, in that thrilling battle for the win last year in the Pro Late model. His Pro Late model, they got a little bit of damage out of North Wilkesboro. We've got Jackson Casper and Jack and Luke Baldwin. Luke, the son of 2002 Daytona 500 winning crew chief Tommy Baldwin, Jack Baldwin, and Luke Baldwin Racing for Tommy Baldwin Racing. Carolina Pro Late Model Series includes, we've talked to George Phillips, Tristan McKee, and Chase Singletary, and Becca Malone. We've also got Max Price, Aiden King, Holden Allen, Terry Kreider. That is Justin Kreider's sister, and she's raced out here a couple times. EJ Tomeo, Jacob Weidman, and Johnny K, with potentially more to come. Those are just some of the drivers that are set to do battle here on Friday night. We also have, of course, the Bomber division is going to be in action, and the Champ Carts and the U cars. So we want to take a moment on that to talk about with the Champ Carts and Bombers, our tech shed. Charles Myers, Charlie Pundens, Hunter Baker. These are our tech men. Charlie handles the Champ Carts, Legends, Banda classes, and Charles and Hunter handle the rest. We had some issues in the tech barn last year, and that is we have this new tech team in place, and they've been doing a fantastic job with the rule enforcement and all of that. So we want to give a shout out to those guys. They've been strictly enforcing the rules here at New River All-American Speedway, as evidenced last week with the Champ Carts. There were some concerns about some carts having some sort of performance advantage, and they decided to go ahead and take a look at those carts as well. I think it was the top 7 they ended up looking at, and the Bombers, of course, a lot of changes this season there. So we want to give a shout out to our tech guys and our entire staff here at New River All-American Speedway that does such an awesome job, and will once again this week. And with that, we're going to shift gears a little bit. We have our track attack coming up next Saturday. Stack the Track Time Trials Track Edition. This is being put on by the league. And Key Robinson, who's also right over there behind the camera and the keyboard. So go back to that as we continue to talk about this a little bit. So what this is going to be an opportunity for you to take your car out here, run it wide open. How fast can your car go? How you can find out. There's going to be time trials. I think there's going to be buybacks. Am I correct with that? So there'll be a first round. Everybody goes out, lays down their time. Then you come back for the second round to determine who's going to finals. And I can hand the mic over to Key to explain this more. But you could buy your way back in. But when you buy your way back in to the second round, your time from first round is wiped off the board, and then there's going to be some sort of final. And Key over here, see if he can explain a little bit more of this here. He's got to come up from behind the computer here. So This is Key Robinson of the league. This is one of our chief videographer. Of course, we want to give a shout out to Jaylene Withrow, who helps with that as well. But Key, let's talk a little bit about this.
So with the Start the Track time trials, what we're going to be doing is running to see if you could get under a 25 second. So whenever they have a NASCAR sanctioned race here at the track, we're going to let them run again, whoever the winners are from Stack of the Track events. And if you keep your time, or you get the lowest time, which I believe is like a 23 second, you'll be in a points category. All the points category is going to mean is that at the end of the year, if you're leading in points in your category of 4-cylinder, V6, V8, you'll be track champion. With that, you'll get like a nice jacket with your name on it, with the track credentials on it, and that's a big thing. So thank you, New River All-American Speedway, for sanctioning this, especially for everybody. Thank you, the league. Thank you, the Grease Spot. Thank you, Marine Chevy. Thank you, G&A Auto, Advance Auto, for allowing us to keep doing this, and to put this on for everybody. And I know people are thinking about my hair and whatnot. I just took my braids out. Don't say nothing.
Okay, and we've got the burnout here as well, and we got them on the screen. Kyle Camp, if you want to talk about this.
Yes. So remembering Kyle Camp, it was an unfortunate incident that happened a couple of days ago that was brought to my attention. So I'm not going to be available this weekend to do any cruises. So what we're going to do is tie that into on June 10th at Stack the Track. Remembering Kyle Camp, who's a great buddy of mine. He's been actually a part of the league since 2001, actually in April. I pulled that data myself yesterday, and this is very unfortunate. So what we're going to do is remember him by naming the Burnout Award after him. So for the rest of the year, it's going to be the Kyle Camp Burnout Trophy. So RIP, friend. Thank you, Liz. That's his beautiful wife right there. And everyone that was affected by Kyle Camp, make sure you come out on June 10th. I know the Grease Spot is doing something this weekend. Thanks, Steve Eulenberg, for that. We're going to stick strong, and if anybody needs anyone to talk to, anybody needs just anything, please do not hesitate and call on one of us. I really mean that.
All right, that's Key Robinson of the league talking about some of what's to come next Saturday here at New River All-American Speedway. That is at 4 o'clock, am I correct? 4 o'clock p.m. So come on out and show what kind of speed your car has. That is the Track Attack here at New River All-American Speedway. And again, we want to send our sympathies to the family of Kyle Camp. Coming back to this weekend now, we're going to real quick put this up here on the screen. This is the parking map for this weekend that we want to show real quick. This is where the Carolina Pro Late Models, Carolina Crate Modifieds, they're going to be parked right up here along the front stretch, Champ Cart's front stretch into turn one. That's where you'll be more than likely the rest of the season. Bombers and U-Cars here on the back stretch, and of course we have an overflow area. We will have speakers on the back stretch working so that you'll be able to hear the PA system, but that is that. And with that, we want to also take a moment now to talk about the Trackside Tavern. I think he's got a weatherman, Andy. Weather's good. Weather's good this weekend. Thankfully, that was no fun last week. But, hey, still winning record at this track against weather. So weather looks good, 74 degrees. And with that, we want to take a look at the Trackside Tavern here at New River All-American Speedway.
There was a time. Good afternoon, I'm Anthony Goodyear with New River All-American Speedway, and we're up here in Trackside Tavern at the track, up in the suites. Got my friend Kat here with me. She's one of the bartenders. It's going to be full adult beverage bar up here. You'll be able to watch the races from up here when we have race events going on, and Ken will be here to serve you and take care of all your drink needs and beverage drinks right here.
So that is the Trackside Tavern here at the New River All-American Speedway. It is located over the turn 4 side of the grandstands. It's in those suites right above there. So ask about that when you come to the track, and be sure to check it out and get you a drink after the race, or if you're coming out during or after the race for those who are competing, because you can't be competing while inebriated. And with that, we're going to open this up to some Q&A here. Some questions for anyone as I'm looking through here our Facebook now. I know we've got a lot of people saying, prayers going up for the Singletary family. Other than that, if you got any questions, and I am a little bit ahead of you, so I'm kind of going to hold for a moment to see before we move on to thanking our sponsors and whatnot. We want to talk about the Raceiver. These Receivers, we showed it last time. They are mandatory. Raceiver frequency is going to be 4540000. You can rent a Raceiver or purchase it here at the track if you do not have one. That enforcement of that will begin this week. We got practice coming up here shortly for the Carolina Pro Late Models. They're going to be practicing till later this evening. We also have open practice tonight from 5 to 8 for local divisions. And then tomorrow, we get into our race day tomorrow. And we've got morning practice for the Carolina Pros, and then from 9 till 12, and then they're going to have practice from 1 till about 4 o'clock. 5 o'clock, grandstands will open. 4 o'clock, pit gates will open for local divisions. Bombers, Champ Carts, U-Cars. 4 o'clock, pit gates open. Grandstands open 5 o'clock. 5:30, we'll have our drivers meeting. 6 o'clock, local divisions will practice. It'll be Champ Carts, Bombers, U-Cars in that order. 2 rounds of practice each. And the second round of practice, final practice, will be qualifying. And then we're going to get into racing, qualifying 7:15 for Carolina Pros and Crate Modifieds. And then at 8 o'clock, we will get into racing here at New River All-American Speedway. We want to thank all of our sponsors, which includes Atlantic Turfscapes, Smith's Towing and Recovery, National Dodge Chrysler Jeep and Ram of Jacksonville, 316 Motorsports, United Rentals of Jacksonville, the Angry Ginger Irish Pub, Solid Rock Carriers, Swansboro Liquidations, Furniture for Less, Brooms and Buckets Cleaning Company, Bobby Taylor Oil, VP Racing Fuels, Racing Electronics, Accent Imaging, the Trophy Case, Crip and Ain't Easy Racing, and also want to give a shout out to the league's partners, which include Marine Chevrolet, G&A Auto, and Richlands and Advance Auto Parts for his show next week. That is what's all ahead. We hope to see you here tomorrow. I'm Andy Marquis. We will see you tomorrow night here at New River All-American Speedway for the Angry Ginger Irish Pub 207.
This is Ross Chastain, and New River All-American Speedway is your NASCAR home track.